guys, welcome back to MAPOP Sports. This is Grandy. If this is your first time here, welcome. Appreciate you guys checking out this channel and this video. If you guys are returning, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good start to the week. I just been really grinding pretty hard, and like I said, I'm going on vacation with the kids, spring break and everything here shortly. So today might be one of my last videos here at home, at the home base. So like I said, I'm going to try and see if I can take a few of my GoPros and record, hopefully on one of my cameras here and there as I'm traveling and everything. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So other than that, sales has been up and down, but been pretty decent this week, been consistent. We'll talk about that. I'll probably do a video later on this week and let you guys know what's been selling again, and then obviously my Q&A at the end of the week on that. So other than that, I definitely want to talk about some tips or some things that I've picked up in the past several months while selling sports cars full time, and hopefully if it helps anybody, great. If not, or if it just refreshes your train of thought and thinking, hopefully that's a good thing. We'll take it from there, for what it is. So first things first, one of the biggest tips, I don't know if I talked about this, is lighting. When I say that is when you're taking pictures of your cards, I noticed that it definitely helps to have better lighting. So that's something you might, if you haven't invested in, just any type of those soft lights, LED lights, things like that, to give your pictures a better when you're doing the pictures and everything. I think it helps because when you're buying something, you want to be able to see the card as best as possible. So make sure when you're taking pictures with your phone or whatever camera you're using, have the best lighting. And then on top of that, make sure you have a picture as well enough that people can zoom into the corners. You know what? 99% of the guys or the gals who are buying cards, if they want, decent, I guess you say, conditioned cards, they're going to zoom in on those corners, those edges. So when you have good lighting and you have a good enough pictures that they can zoom in on that, I think that's going to help. At least it helps me. I feel like, if I'm not rushing taking pictures and everything, it definitely helps in regards to sales, because somebody who's buying the card, they want to be able to see a better picture of the card, and lighting is critical. So make sure, if you guys can, if you can afford it, you can always go, like I said, go to Amazon. One of these days, maybe I'll put the links in the my description. I'll be an affiliate. I don't know if I ever get to that point, but you can always go to Amazon and probably purchase some type of decent LED lighting or photography lighting for pretty cheap, so you could probably go there. So that's what I would recommend trying to do if you can. Another thing is, what I would recommend is work on the search engine optimization, SEO. You hear that quite a bit. If you don't know about that, all it is everything from your description to your title of your item. So try to make sure, myself, when I'm going through eBay or whatever, I'm searching, trying to buy something, you search by most likely the player, the team, you try to search through, and the kind of card or the brand of card, whether it's Panini, whether it's Topps, Chrome, Bowman, Upper Deck, things like that. So make sure you put that all into your search engine optimization, so when somebody's searching for your card, hopefully your card or your listing pops up at least as one of the cards, because there's millions, there's thousands of listings. So you want to try as best you can to have your item pop up during somebody searching for a specific card. And especially if you have a rare card, make sure you note that. I would definitely note that, whether in the description or in the title, as best you can. If it's a numbered card, make sure you put the numbered. If it is a 1 of 1 or a 5 of 5, those types of things definitely should pop up in the search engine, because a lot of people like to look for those things. So I highly recommend, if you can put that into your SEO, is definitely a good thing if you can and cannot do on that. Another thing that I've figured to know, I guess you can kind of combine this, is that get started listing right away. So I think if you guys have been following me, I did a video earlier this week I had a lot of 22 some thousand cards. Where the hell do you start with 22,000? You know, it's, if you've never seen 22,000 sports cards, go look it up. It's boxes on boxes, okay? And a lot of people are like, how do you get started? Just get started, okay? So either you can sit there and get overwhelmed by the vast amount, or you can just get started, pick a box, get started, sort through it. What are you gonna list? What are you gonna price out? What are you not gonna list? What are you gonna put in a lot for later on that you're gonna move, a bulk lot of some sort? So just get started, or you can sit there and be overwhelmed. So that's the thing, that's all I did. That's one thing is, one of the tips I'll tell anybody is just get started. Whether it's listing on eBay, whether it's going to a car show, get started. Don't sit there and overthink it. The moment you get started is when you can learn and you can troubleshoot things left and right, and you figure it out as you just get started. You can sit there and say, how the hell am I gonna do this? Nothing's gonna be perfect. This is the thing about any business that you're gonna look to start. You're never gonna be able to get started if you sit there and keep trying to perfect how to get started, if that makes sense. Just do it. Start listing, start going to shows, start trying to make sales, start trying to connect with sources. Just get started. Otherwise, it'll never be perfect timing for you to get started, and you'll just keep, it's a circle. You're like, oh, well, I don't have this material, or I don't have this lighting. Even if you don't have good lighting, get started. I don't care. And that's the thing, that for you to start getting sales is you have to just start listing. You have to start, getting inventory. You just got to get started. So that's the biggest thing, is just get started, figure it out, troubleshoot along the way. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm figuring it out along the way. Like, I had no idea I needed to get really decent lighting for my pictures. When I first started listing, you just got to get started. So that's the one, that's probably number uno of tips of any business, of sports card selling, of anything, is just get started. Move, list, stop lagging. That's the thing. My biggest issue with anything in life is lagging. You know what? Just get started, and then you can figure it out, and you can customize your business. You can customize how you list, all that stuff to your way as you grow and learn. I think that's the biggest thing on that. Another thing is try to be as organized as possible. I'm not the most organized person, but I am forcing myself to be a lot more organized. How do I list my items and things like that? If you have a small store or whatever, how are you able to find your cards is going to be critical. In regards to shipping and all that stuff. So labeling, man, I label as I'm listing my cards. I'm labeling them, whether it's football, basketball, baseball. Okay, you break them down to sports, guys. People have been asking me, can you do a tutorial of how I do my inventory? Look, KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid, guys. Label per sport, and then go numerical labeling. That's it. And then you put it into your boxes. I don't know how much more easier I can tell you how to do that. So that way you can be able to find it. So look, if you sell a baseball card, you already know it's a baseball. You just broke it down. Let's just say you have 4 sports: baseball, football, basketball, and whatever you want to call it, hockey. Okay, so you got 4 sports. If you sell a baseball card, you literally has eliminated 75% of everything else. So you got 25% that you need to go and find, okay? So then now if you numerical, labeling it, you can just go search by the number. Simple as that, guys. You don't need me to do a tutorial. You don't need somebody to help you. I guess you can say make your life easier is by doing it yourself. Like I just said, break it up into sports, then break it up to numerical values, and then what I normally do, like I just said, is make sure you're doing it as you're listing, so that way you don't have to go back and resort it, because I learned that the hard way too. So that's what I would do. Break it up to sports, break it up to numerical value, so that way you can go and search it in your box whenever you sell that card and ship it. Simple. You don't need a tutorial, guys. I'm telling you guys, keep it simple as much as you can on that. And last but not least, I guess, tip or thing that I'm learning as I'm going is focus on yourself and don't count another man or woman's money. I know there's a lot of successful people who are selling sports cards for a living or doing it as a side hustle. They're super successful. They have super high-end cards. They're moving a lot. And it's awesome to see because I think it's good for the hobby. So I'm not the type of person that's going to hate on anybody. If they're moving high-end cards, that's great. And especially if they're documented, because it's bringing people into the hobby and the industry thinking that, you know, this is a good thing. It's, you know, people are going to buy a sports card. But my thing is, I don't count their money. I worry about myself and what I can do and my bottom line. So make sure, no matter how big or whatever you're doing, worry about yourself and focus on growing your business. That's my growth, or my vision is trying to grow my business, and on a monthly basis, and then on a bigger scale on a yearly basis. Hopefully I can get to that point. So right now on a monthly basis, I'm hoping that I can grow the revenue, grow the profit stream, and as long as I can keep beating myself. I'm not trying to beat anybody else. I'm trying to beat myself and get myself bigger, and scale up. That's what I'm worried about, is focus on myself and focus on what I can do and what I have control over. I have no control over of anybody else. So just that's the biggest thing, is just focus on that on a monthly basis and create goals and, you know, for myself, and making sure that I can try and, you know, reach those goals that are attainable. So hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. At least helps me on a daily and a monthly basis, that I have to keep reiterating to myself, this is what I need to do to get better, to grow the business. And then on top of that is to come up with new ideas to get better. That's the biggest thing, is that I'm trying to get better on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. I'm always trying to come up with new ideas to enhance my business of selling sports cards, to enhance everything. That's all I'm trying to do. And I do these videos on top of that because if you guys are giving, I just want to let you guys know that people who DM me, message me, comment me, it helps, because everybody's ideas coming in, I take it with a grain of salt, but I also take into consideration. Hopefully that helps and matters. So huge shout out to you guys. You guys are helping me grow, and along the way, and then hopefully I can, like I said, make this sustainable for a living. Coming up here on the 1 year mark of doing this full time, so I'll let you guys know how that comes as this keeps going. So it's kind of cool, man. Other than that, hopefully this helped you guys a little bit. Hopefully it refreshes some thinking, critical thinking, some ideas, all that good stuff. And hopefully I can continually bring these ideas and stuff that I'm learning on that. So other than that, if you guys like this stuff, feel free to subscribe. If you guys have not subscribed, all good, man. I appreciate you guys checking out the channel, watching this video all the way through. I'm going to be on the road now, so it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. I'm going to pick up these lots. Super excited. Go see some family, all that good stuff. Other than that, man, till next time, guys.